Shalom, shalom. Brother, y'all still keep us a sheep. Back with another lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying. I like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, and shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, this lesson is entitled, Remember, This Is Not Your Rest. All right. And it's just inspired by nothing specific, but just just not being comfortable here, man. Not understanding that this is not the final. This is not the end all be all, man. So you don't want to fall asleep here. All right. That's with anything in the world. What they say, ain't no place like home, man. You could sleep anywhere, but ain't nothing like sleeping in your own bed, sleeping in your own room, in your own comfort, man. And and that's soon to come. Us being back in our homeland, all right. Us being back with our power, all right. True rest, man. Eyes haven't seen. The scripture say eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Let's grab that first. Why it's on my mind. Eyes have not seen. All right, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 9. And it reads, But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him, man. Talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. Ain't nobody, don't nobody know. Ain't nobody seen the kingdom of heaven, man. Don't nobody know, man. Not yet anyway. All right. And these are the things we searching for. That's why we stay up these late nights, these early mornings, on these highways and byways, on these hot summer days, man. Laboring for that rest, man. But, back to the title at hand, remember, this is not your rest. Lord willing, this is edifying. And let's start off in the book of Micah. And Micah chapter, Salakia. Starting in Baruch. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30. And it reads, For I knew that they would not hear me because they stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captives, they shall remember themselves. All right. So, for a long time, we didn't have the knowledge of us being Israelites, us being God's chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites, all right? The 12 tribes of Israel, we didn't have this knowledge. For a long time, we thought we was just, black people, Native Americans, Hispanics, Americans, African Americans, Negroes, some of us thought we was Egyptians, So, this is, let's read it again, Baruch 2 and 30, for I knew that they would not hear me. So the Lord knew. He knew that, for a while, that, hey, we'd be bugged out, man. We wouldn't understand this truth. We wouldn't have this truth, all right, because it's a stiff-necked people. He knew we would be stiff-necked. He knew that, hey, no matter how many signs, how many captivities, he knew that this is stiff-necked people. After all this punishment, some still don't get it. I'm going to start back at the top, Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because of this stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captives, and where we at now, man, in captivity, they shall remember themselves, all right? because like even the other captivities, we still had some knowledge of who we was. Even at the beginning of this captivity, I guess going back to the days of slavery, some of our forefathers had a little knowledge of who we were, but for the most part, we don't remember ourselves. Like today, we don't remember. A lot of people don't remember. Okay, it's because we're stiff necked people, man. And ultimately, the Lord, he made it. He made it where we would not remember. All right. So, now that we do remember ourselves, we gotta remember though, and that's the thing about it. That's why, brothers in this truth, and women in this truth, that's why they so attached to this thing, because they remember it. It's like in the world, like you cleave the things that you're familiar with. You know, you it come natural to you. It's like driving or riding a bike. Once you learn how to do these things, like such as the truth, when you learn the ways of the Father, when you remember our ways, it becomes natural, becomes habit. It's something you remember, so you're familiar with it. So it's no, it's just it's like that. You just do it. All right, like Nike, you just do it, man. All right. So us coming back to this knowledge and remembering who we are as a people is only natural, man. It's only natural that we get back to our ways. Like I said, that's with anything else in the world. You learn how to make pancakes. You learn that one time. Now next time every time you getting better and better at your pancakes. I'm just using pancakes for example. But, with this truth, man, once we remember ourselves every time, every day, we should get better and better as a people. All right. And understanding that, hey, this is not our rest, man. Understanding these are not our ways. These are not our customs. This is not our language. This is not how we should treat each other. All right. Okay. Our next precept, like I said, just understanding it's not a rest, because we can't have no comfort here in captivity. You can't be comfortable. You can't get comfortable with the ways it's where it's impossible. And the Lord made it that way. It's part of the curses, man. He it's almost it was for our good. But I want to read down the 12. Let me read 12 in Micah. I'm gonna read the NLT version, and it reads, this is Micah 2:11, and it reads, suppose a prophet full of lies would say to you, I'll preach to you the joys of wine and alcohol. That's just the kind of prophet you would like. So that's what happened, man. We receive these false prophets, your preachers, these so-called scholars, these teachers, just the ways of this world, man. We receive these false prophets, and they said, hey, I preach to you the joys of wine and alcohol, man, that strong drink, and drinking alcohol, drinking these strong drinks, man. After you don't got drunk or whatever, you get sleepy. And that's what happened to our people, man. He got drunk on the ways of this world, man. And that's why we such in this deep sleep. But going back to the title of hand, remember, this is not your rest, man. Like you fall asleep here, it's gonna be your last sleep. It's not even a good sleep, man. You toss and turn, man. Or you can't sleep peacefully. You can't sleep comfortably. I'm talking about on a corner level. Like it's no rest here, man. You got to get up at a certain time, and then when you get to work, you gotta get home. You gotta make sure you get home at a certain time so you can get right back in the bed at a certain time. That way you can get back up at a certain time, man. It's no rest, man. It's constant vexation, man. It's constant misery, man. All right. Let me read this again. Micah 2:11. NLT, suppose a prophet full of lies would say to you, I'll preach to you the joys of wine and alcohol. That's just the kind of prophet you would like, man. That's what our people love. Our people like to hear that, man. I like people like to be, they like drinking, man. On the corner, they like to get drunk on the ways of this world, man, on lies, man. This is 12, Micah 2:12, NLT. Someday, O Israel, I will gather you. I will gather the remnant who are left, that elect, man. Those believers, that remnant. I will bring you together again like sheep in a pen, like a flock in its pasture. Yes, your land will again be filled with noisy crowds. That's when we will be able to get our true rest, man, in the kingdom. And the Lord said, He gonna bring back that remnant, man. And that's when that's gonna be our rest, man. That's gonna be our like I said in the beginning, it's gonna be our home, man. Like Jake say in the world, ain't no place like home, man. You get in the comfort of your home, take your shoes off, take your socks off, dig in your nose, scratch your butt, I'm not being carnal, but ain't no place like home, man. Play your music loud as you want to play your music. Make your house cold as you want to make it cold. Things of that nature, man. We get, because in this kingdom, you got certain laws you gotta abide by. You can't say certain things. You can't offend certain people. It's like I said, it's vexation, man. All right. It's like sleeping in a burning house, man. And that smoke, man. The smoke burn your eyes, man. And it's getting hot in here. And if you sleep too long, you're gonna burn up in this house, man. All right. Next precept. Proverbs 24. Proverbs 24:33, and it reads, Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall poverty come as one that travaileth, and thou wont as an armed man. So, just a little bit of sleep, and, just a little bit of sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands. So, get comfortable just a little bit, and then that's all it takes. And then, now you off your game, man. Now you thinking the ways of this world is okay. Now you accepting the beast, man. You accepting the ways of the ways of the beast. You accepting his image. You accepting his mark. You accepting these things, man. It says, yeah, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, man. It'll take a little bit. And Esau know that. He said that's why he controls, the things, the music we listen to, the things we watch on TV, the food we eat. He know these little things like this, cause these are little things. But that's how he get us, though. It says, yeah, a little sleep, a little slumber. These things rocking you to sleep, Jake. Things putting you out, man, like a baby. When you sleepy, when you, yeah, man, it's bad out here, man. It's bad out here. But, that's why scripture say he that endure to the end, man. You got to constantly endure, man. All right. Next precept, Romans 11:7, and it reads, it says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, God have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. So ultimately, it was the Lord who gave us this spirit of slumber, and Lord willing, brothers woke up to the truth, and that's it. They woke up to the truth, to the end. All right. Kahala Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, man. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. All right, for teaching and preaching this truth, man. All right, and truth and sincerity. That brothers woke up to this thing, all right, to this 100% truth. Let's read it again. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day." So, like I said, ultimately it was the Lord. It was the Lord, man. The Lord who did this. All right. When you sleepy, you don't want to hear nothing, man. You don't want to hear nothing anybody gotta say. When you sleep, you like, huh? What? You just ready? So like you just ready to roll back over and go back to sleep, man. All right, and that's how the Lord got our people. They know that they might come into the truth, and they might hear the truth, But as soon as they get a chance, as soon as they get back comfortable, as soon as they get in that AC, or as soon as they get with that girl, or get around that shrimp and that lobster, or get around that weed, get around that drink, get around them drugs. As soon as they get comfortable, they get sleepy, man. You get sleepy. As soon as you start folding your hands, as soon as you lay down in that bed, as soon as you sit in that chair, man, you start getting sleepy. Like I said, once you sleep, hey, you don't want to hear nothing, man. Yeah, sometimes Jake said these alarms, you don't even hear the alarm go off because you're such in a deep sleep. All right. But remember, going back to the title here, remember, this is not your arrest, man. And that the Lord put everybody, so the Lord put a 2/3 sleep, so the elect are the truly one, or those are the ones who woke, and it's like this, the elect, what scripture say, a prudent man foreseeth evil and hide himself, man. So a prudent man, he gonna set his alarm clock. Matter of fact, he gonna stay up. All right, he gonna know, hey, I got something. Or he gonna make sure he get the rest. He gonna get the rest he needs so he can stay up, man. All right, Psalms 13. It's a short chapter. Psalms 13 and 1 through 5, and it reads. It says, this is David, man. It reads, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long shall I take counsel of my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long will my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord. My God, enlighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death, lest my enemies say, I have prevailed against him, lest those who trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in your mercy, my heart shall rejoice in your salvation." So, hey, man, you got trying to stay up late when you sleepy. That's a hard thing to do, man. So it's like you in this world, what we doing is we trying to stay up late, man. Cause it's nighttime here, man. What the Lord say? Those who walk in the day or of the light. Let's get that real quick. It's like, yeah. I'm trying to find a precept. Brothers know what I'm talking about. Slovakia. Slack it. I guess I grabbed this good too. It's First Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5 and start at 6. This is it. Matter of fact, this is it. God, kind. Throw out. Call out Yahweh Basham Yahweh break out Yahweh Basham Yahweh man. Yeah, this is good. Where should I start? First Thessalonians 5 and 4, I guess. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. What happened at night, man? You get sleepy. Therefore, this is 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do the others, but let us watch and be sober, man. So that the elect, man, those who obtain this thing, they not sleep, man. They on watch, man. They even when they get sleepy, they on watch. They make sure they up, man. All right, this is 7. For they that sleep sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. 9. For God hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. So that's why we can't get sleepy in this. You can't remember, going back to Tyler Hand, remember, this is not your rest, man. So day and night, man. And be on watch, man. All right, be sober. All right, don't get. This is what 7 read. First Thessalonians 5 and 7. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night, man. This is 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet of hope of salvation. So, we hoping if we can stay up long enough until the next day, man. Hey, that's our hope of salvation. All right, those chariots, man, being beamed up. All right, going back to our homeland. All right, let me get Matthew. The book of Matthew 11 and 28, and it reads, Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So if we want any kind of rest right now, it comes from the Lord Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. So if you seeking rest right now in captivity in this land where we at, let's read this again, Matthew 11:28. All right, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. You gotta learn the ways of the Lord, man. This is your rest. For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light, man. So the Lord is gonna give us that rest, man. Now, and he give us on a spiritual level, and on a physical, and on a carnal level in the kingdom of heaven, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next time, I'd like to close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash, double honors to